Friends, welcome back. So today the discussion topic is like the CDS view being deprecated or not in future. So we have been creating a lot of CDS views, right? We have added a lot of custom logics, complicated joins, a lot of aggregations, functions, right? And now the question is whether it will be supported, those effort been put by us so far, or it will be deprecated. Okay, so that is the question. So stay tuned, stay focused, continue till the end of this discussion, and I'll just share the information that I have learned reading out different blogs and information and SAP documentations. And I thought it is worth to share. This is a very crucial topic, I guess, because all we are working on the CDS, CMDP, etc. Those kind of new ABAP artifacts. So to know like what's the plan in future, and is there any change, should we continue on the approach that we have been following through, or there is any change, right? So stick around to this discussion till the end, and definitely you'll get to know certain good interesting information. So come to the topic now, the core data service future roadmap, and the question is, will CDS be deprecated? So let's see what this presentation contains. Let's move to the next slide. So there is a new CDS that SAP is bringing, and they are calling it as a CDS view entity. So obviously the current CDS on which we are working on, ABAP CDS, so that basically they're calling it as an old CDS or classic CDS. So let's see more what these things are. So classic CDS views, they're calling it as, I mean, we know that it's a CDS DDIC managed view, right? So it's a data dictionary managed as CDS view. So that's a classic CDS view. Whereas the new feature packed CDS is the future, which is the CDS in the future is like the CDS view entity. So that is the future CDS that SAP is bringing to. Okay, so let's figure out or explore more on this. So difference between this classic and new CDS, what is the difference actually? The first thing is, unlike classic CDS view, new CDS view entity will not generate SQL database view. So we know like there is an annotations at the first of the CDS that we use, which will basically create a SQL database view at, underneath. So that CDS and CDS entity also gets created, and HANA SQL view also gets created. So that predominantly no more question no more is needed. So that means like ABAP catalog.sql view name and ABAP catalog preserve key true, those kind of annotations that we have been adding at the kind of a template in normal classic CDS we are following through, that is no more needed under the new coverage of CDS view entity. Okay, what next? The new syntax will be define view entity. Okay, currently we are using define view, then the CDS entity name we basically give, but we have to explicitly maintain one more add-on to this, and which is define view. Then after we have to maintain entity when we are creating a new CDS view. And if you're creating any business object, something as we have seen in our last tutorial in the ABAP Cloud REST programming. So when we are creating define root view, we have to use define root view. On addition, in addition to it, entity you have to add to create a new CDS view object. Okay, entity view. Now client handling will be taking place implicitly, so no specific annotations required. Fantastic. Let's see. And also the filter is equal to true, so that is also not be required because it's implicitly managed and automatically compared. So this filter, so there is no need to explicitly maintain these annotations. Fantastic job, thanks SAP. Let's move forward. Any constraints? So new CDS we have, SAP is actually going to offer, and will be working on that. So need to understand first any constraints that also this new CDS has. Of course there are some a few constraints. So let's see what are them. So first is like you can't create CDS view entity with the same name as of CDS view classic. Means if you have already a CDS view existing in your system, like CDS, you're calling it as a CDS view classic CDS view or old CDS view. But as the new CDS entity is also coexisting, it is coexisting. It's possible to create a new CDS, where the old CDS is also coexisting. So that means the same name will not be allowed. Makes sense. The union case join not supported as of now. That's what I learned. Subquery not been provided yet for CDS view entity. I don't know, maybe in future they are going to offer, but as of now there is no immediate future plan that I got to know. CDS view entities are HANA DB based only. So far the above CDS we could able to create on Oracle database also, but this CDS view entities is specific to HANA only. Okay, that's a good important thing to know. Now question is why this new CDS? So for my understanding, reading out the blogs, simplification and easy consumption and management, because the initial annotations what we just have seen, right, that SQL view catalog, that annotations is going to create an SQL database view. So that is no more needed. So obviously you can anticipate the easy activation management will be going forward. I mean some sort of clean architecture that you can definitely anticipate is there. So one name going forward it will be rather than three names. So design time object, whatever the DDLS got created, the runtime object, which is the STOB of kind of things, and the SQL view name on HANA, right? SQL view in HANA. So all three things will be underneath will be on the one name, that is the entity name, CDS view entity. So it is basically some sort of cleaning activities and a nice and beautiful architecture that SAP is offering. Obviously it will have some other features as well. So simplicity as well as the speed. Okay, so the things I have written wrongly, simplicity as speed, no, I mean simplicity as well as speed. So no CDS managed DD will be generated, so it is expected more simple architecture as well easy activation mechanism, which I just told. Okay, so that is the reason SAP is bringing this new CDS. That's my understanding reading out the blog again. So what about the existing CDS? So that is the key important topic, like whatever we have created so far, I mean what will be happening with those, right? So let's see. First of all, like no automatic conversion for existing classic to new CDS view entity. So it's, don't expect like some pack will be installed and all CDS view will be converted into new CDS view. No, that is not the plan. SAP is bringing a migration tool, okay, to have an easy migration experience. So this tool is yet to come, and once it's landed up, the old CDS views will be can be converted into the new CDS view, but not all possible because of certain complexities in nature. But yeah, the tool will be able to migrate most of them. That's what SAP says. And customer sole discretion whether they want to switch into SAP new CDS view entity or keep classic one as it is. So that is sole discretion. There is no such automatic conversion will happen that you don't have any control as a customer side. So it is not like that. It will be customer sole discretion whether they want to convert it or not to. Good. Now this is one CDS classic not being deprecated. Okay, so no need to worry, it will remain there. It will coexist both, right? Both CDS old and CDS new will be coexisting. That's the fantastic information at the end, right? And that's all. Now to get to more information, these are the two blogs initially I should recommend to follow through. Fantastic detailed information being captured. A lot of more information will get to know than this short video. Definitely request and recommend. I also copy these two blogs in the description box so that you can easily link and check from the browse through the internet and get to know like what's been written by the SAP SAP employees. Okay, so that pretty much for this quick and short video. I hope this is informative, and thanks for continuing this discussion till the end. And so the plan is, we have to definitely adopt slowly with this new CDS syntax and all. And there will be so more, much more, I should say complex expressions can easily be handled. Okay, certain analytics naming conventions will be 2C, and then concatenating with the technical name, that will be the analytic query name. Those information will definitely get reading out those two blogs. So take care, goodbye, and we'll connect again in the next tutorial.